I wasn't even freaking recording. Ain't that a bitch?
I just passed the bitch to the team. I just dropped some.
What is up, everybody? This is Geek of Sneakers. First off, I do have a new camera that I'm using right now that I got for Christmas. Hopefully you guys can see a difference. If not, oh well. Seriously, hopefully you guys see a difference in the quality, or even a slight difference in the quality. And speaking of Christmas and the New Year, Happy New Year's to everybody watching. Hope you guys spent time with your family and everything. I spent time with my family for the last few weeks or so. Had a great time, went to different places, went to Miami and Fort Lauderdale and different places I went to and spent time with them. So I hope you guys spend time with your family also. But today's video is going to be about 5 sneaker releases that are coming out for this year that I personally want to talk about and want to share my opinions about. First shoe that I want to talk about are the Jordan 1 Rare Airs. There's a bread colorway and I think a fragment colorway and a shadow colorway. I really do like them. They have a stitched Nike Air on the back, which to me it does look a little bit odd or a little bit weird, just because I'm used to seeing, you know, the Jumpman or nothing in the back for the Jordan 1s. So seeing the Nike Air does look a little bit weird, but at the same time I still do like the nice touch that Jordan brand did with the Nike Air, or the stitched Nike Air on the back. These are going for $140, and to me, in my opinion, these do look like a type of Jordan or a type of shoe that would be high in the resale market. Now, don't quote me on this. This is just my opinion. I don't know if these are going to be high in resale or not, but I think that the overall look of the shoe just looks like a resale shoe. You know what I mean? So I don't know if these are going to be high in resale. If they are, I wouldn't be surprised, and then if they're not, at the same time I kind of wouldn't be surprised. So, and I haven't even seen prices on eBay or any other site that are selling them for resale. If you guys know anything about the pricing for resale or anything like that, you guys can let me know in the comment section below. Second shoe are the CNY 12s. I want to talk about both the men's version and the GS version. Now, the men's version, you can't even lie, it's the same colorway as the taxis with a little bit of improvements. Like, for example, there is the lasering, or I think it's lasering on the black part of the shoe, and the Chinese label on the tongue, and I think the gold eyelids, or eyelids, whatever it is. I think they have more of a matte gold finish instead of the shiny gold finish on the regular taxis. But yeah, these are just another pair of taxis that are just modified. For what I've read and for what I've heard, these are releasing for $250, and then plus tax is probably gonna turn out to maybe $265, and then depending on where you live, it could be close to $280, which I think is way too steep to pay for these in particular. Like, I hope this makes sense, but I'd rather pay $250 on a resale market than to pay it on the retail or for retail, because when a shoe comes out that's $190, you automatically know that resale is probably going to be $250 or more. So you already know what, or you kind of have an insight on what resale is going to be for that shoe. But now that the actual price is going to be $250, and then plus tax is going to be between $265 and $280, that is going to set the resale price to maybe like $300 or so, and I would not pay over $300 for these. $250 is the max I would pay just for these alone. While the men's pair is $250, the GS pair is $160, and in my opinion, it looks better than the men's pair. Those have a better colorway with the hint of red and all that. Like, to me, it just looks like a better shoe overall. in my opinion, and I think you would get more for your money if you bought the GS version. Third shoe I want to talk about are the Jordan 8 Undefeateds, or the modified Undefeated 8s, because it does look different from the Undefeated 8s that came out back in 05. And in my opinion, the ones coming out this year, they do look better than the 05. I've heard from others saying that these are not even Undefeated 8s and that they're bootleg Undefeated 8s, or they're not even classified as undefeated. Look, I don't even care what they're classified as or what they're called. All I know is that it is better than the 05 in my opinion. I used to hate the 05s, but I guess it sort of grew on me. I guess because I didn't really like the green. But now, look what they're releasing this year. And the Undefeated 8s for this year has even more green on it. And ironically, I like that one better than the 05s that released. But these do come out the same day as both of the CNY 12s for $190. Which I really like that they set the price at $190 at this regular point and didn't set it off at some $250 price point. But then again, I don't think they had a reason to. But still, that $250 price point for the freaking CNYs. Why? The fourth shoe I want to talk about are the Royal Ones that are releasing, and I think this year in May, and they are releasing for the same price point as every Jordan 1 at $160. Some of you guys, or probably most of you guys, already know the hype on these and how they're going for $800, $900 to even $1,000. And now Jordan Brand wants to mess around and re-release them this year. I love the Royal One colorway, and in my opinion, it would look better with the tumble leather like the Breads did for 2016, and in my opinion it would look better than the past Royal releases or the past Royal retros. And I know it wouldn't be true to the OG, but hell, if they did it for the Bread ones, they could sure do it for the Royal ones that are coming out. Even though the retros for the Royal Ones, they go for maybe $700, $800, $900, $1,000, maybe $1,500. For this release for this year, I don't think it's gonna be that much. Well, I think it's gonna be a lot, but I don't think it's gonna be around $800, $900 to $1,000. And let me tell you why. Because the Bread ones, like the past releases from like 2013, and I think they had one in back 2011, and then you have the 01 versions. Like the past Bread ones that released, they go for like around 500 or so, or 500, 600 brand new. And then the Bread ones that came out for 2016, those for resale, the cheapest one I've seen for resale is around $260. And then most of them I've seen for around $350, $360, around that. So, in my opinion, I think the Royal Ones might be the same. So, the past releases are $800, $900 to $1,000, $1,500, or whatever. So, I think that the release for this year might be, I don't know, maybe around $400, $500, $600. It's still gonna be a lot, but I think it's gonna be less than the past releases that they had for the Royal Ones. I could be wrong, I could be right, but I guess we'll see when May comes. The fifth and last shoe I want to talk about are the Bread 4s. I've been wanting to get a pair of Bread 4s for the longest, but I don't want to have to worry about, you know, midsole cracking and paint chipping and having to worry about me having to repaint it or paying someone else to repaint it. And I didn't want to deal with all the hassle. So that's why I'm very happy that they're releasing the Bread 4s and the Remastered series that they're doing, or Remastered series that they're doing. And it does have, I heard they are gonna have the Nike Air in the back, which should be a really nice touch. And in my opinion, I think a lot of you would agree that this would happen to be one of, if not the, well, one of the best basketball shoes ever made, just style wise and history wise. I don't think there's a release date yet, but it has been confirmed that they are releasing for 2017 for the $220 price point, of course. And these, I wouldn't even mind spending the $220 on these, just because it's the freaking Bread 4s, bro. I mean, like, What other explanation do you need, bruh? One more thing I want to add to the video is a new pickup that I got from PacSun. This is a Diamond Supply and Travis Scott collab, and as you can see, I have the sleeves kind of rolled up just because I feel like it gives it more of that vintage look. A little story about how I copped. I was in the mall with some fam and I wasn't even trying to buy anything, and I went inside a PacSun and I saw this shirt and I fell in love with it, so I thought I might as well cop it. So that's how I copped the shirt. I really mess with Diamond Supply, and in my opinion, it's one of the best streetwear brands on the market right now. The price was a little bit steep. I think it was $38 plus tax. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to check that out. For the measurements, I am 5'6" and I got a medium, so I hope that kind of helps you guys with the fitment and what size you wanted to buy. So that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I only wanted to talk about 5 shoes because I wanted to leave the rest for other Cop or Not episodes. And I just wanted to talk about the ones that I'm really looking forward towards, or I just wanted to share my opinions on. So yeah, I hope you guys like, comment, and be sure to subscribe as we are on the road to 100 subscribers. And right now, as I'm recording this, which is on a Monday, we are at 95 subscribers, bro. We are 5 more away from that 100 and that giveaway, bro. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing, bro. You better. And be sure when you subscribe, make sure to hit that notification button, because every time I post a video, you guys will get notified every time I post a video right then and there. So make sure you hit that notification button. You guys can follow me on IG at geekofsneak_. And yeah, it's been your boy Harry, aka
Geek of
Sneakers. And I am, you already know,
Mr. Hyde, I've been on my game now, never running out of bounds. In the lab late night, really trying to get it right. Once I'm on, I promise I will never stop. Never running out of juice. Tell her this is what we sippin', mixed it with the goose.